Imagine a volcano so powerful that it could change the world as we know it overnight. That's the Yellowstone Supervolcano, one of the largest active volcanic systems on the planet, sitting just beneath the surface of the picturesque Yellowstone National Park. But what makes it so unique? This supervolcano is not just a single peak, but rather a massive caldera formed by a series of explosive eruptions throughout history. The last major eruption occurred around 640,000 years ago, releasing ash and debris across much of North America. Scientists estimate that if it were to erupt tomorrow, it could unleash enough volcanic material to blanket entire cities in ash, disrupt air travel, and drastically alter climate patterns. The power of this supervolcano is beyond what most can comprehend, making it a subject of both fascination and fear. So, what if it chose to awaken from its slumber? To understand the potential consequences of a Yellowstone eruption, we must first look back at its history. The supervolcano has had 3 significant eruptions over the past 2.1 million years, each leaving a distinct mark on the planet. The last eruption, which occurred around 640,000 years ago, was so powerful that it expelled over 1,000 cubic kilometers of ash and magma. This event had catastrophic effects, with ash deposits found as far away as the east coast of the United States. But how did this impact life at the time? Evidence suggests that such eruptions could have led to drastic climate changes, reducing global temperatures and disrupting agricultural practices. Moreover, the fallout could have caused mass extinctions and a significant reshaping of ecosystems. If we were to experience another eruption like this, the stakes would be even higher due to the current population density and technological reliance on stable climates. Are we prepared for such a historical repeat? If Yellowstone were to erupt tomorrow, the immediate aftermath would be nothing short of catastrophic. Imagine the ground shaking violently as an earthquake precedes the eruption, signaling that something monumental is about to happen. Following the initial tremors, a colossal explosion would propel ash and gases high into the atmosphere. The ash cloud could reach heights of 30 miles, spreading across state lines and enveloping cities in darkness within hours. Air travel would be severely impacted, with flights grounded for hundreds of miles as visibility plummets. Additionally, the ash fallout could contaminate water supplies and lead to respiratory issues for millions. The landscape around Yellowstone would be unrecognizable, covered in a thick layer of volcanic ash that would smother vegetation and wildlife. The immediate chaos would lead to mass evacuations and emergency responses, but the question remains, how prepared are we for such a disaster? The long-term effects of a Yellowstone eruption are just as alarming as the immediate consequences. Once the dust settles, the global climate could experience a dramatic shift due to the volcanic ash and gases released into the atmosphere. Scientists predict that a significant eruption could lead to a volcanic winter, where temperatures drop drastically for months or even years. This would result in failed crops and food shortages, affecting millions worldwide. Economies would collapse under the strain of such a disaster, with agricultural industries taking the hardest hit. Moreover, the ash could linger in the atmosphere, affecting air quality and leading to health crises. Countries worldwide would have to respond to a humanitarian crisis on an unprecedented scale, with resources stretched thin as they try to provide for those affected. Could this lead to global conflicts over dwindling resources? The ramifications are staggering and highlight the pressing need for disaster preparedness on a global scale. In light of the potential devastation that a Yellowstone eruption could cause, it's essential to explore how prepared we really are. Governments and scientists have established monitoring systems to detect early signs of volcanic activity, including ground deformation and seismic activity. However, public awareness and response plans are crucial for minimizing impact. For instance, what would happen if an eruption occurred while families were at work or school? Evacuation plans would need to be executed swiftly and efficiently to ensure everyone's safety. Communities around Yellowstone have developed emergency kits and established communication lines, but is it enough? Surprisingly, many people remain unaware of the risks associated with living near a supervolcano. Education plays a pivotal role in disaster readiness, and local governments must enhance outreach efforts to prepare residents for the worst-case scenario. How can we ensure that everyone knows what to do when the ground starts to tremble? In conclusion, the possibility of the Yellowstone supervolcano erupting tomorrow is a chilling thought, one that we cannot ignore. The science tells us that while the likelihood is low in the immediate future, the consequences would be monumental if it were to happen. Understanding the past and preparing for the future is our best defense against nature's wrath. As individuals, we can take steps to educate ourselves and our communities about emergency preparedness. By spreading awareness and advocating for better disaster response plans, we can ensure that we're not caught off guard. If this video has sparked your interest in the Yellowstone Supervolcano and the importance of being prepared, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell for more fascinating content. Let's stay informed and ready for whatever Mother Nature throws our way.